Hey everyone, I'm John Maxey, and today I'm joined by Mrs. Martin, who's the Director of Food Service for the district, and we're going to be talking about the new breakfast and lunch program. How are you doing today, Mrs. Martin?
Good, thank you.
All right.
It's nice to have you here.
It's nice to interview. Could you start by telling us the name of the new program?
Yes, it's the Community Eligibility Program.
Okay. And what is the change in breakfast and lunch?
The biggest change under the Community Eligibility Program is that all students would be able to eat lunch free of charge.
All right. And when will this start?
It would start with the September of 2016 school year.
Okay. Now, I know you just said students will be offered free lunch, but is that to every student in the entire district?
Yes, it is. It's every school, every student in the district.
Okay. Now, how will it work? Will students just be able to show up next year and go up and get their lunch and will be free?
Well, there are still the same regulations that we have right now, so everyone will still need to use their ID, and everyone still needs to pass through a point of service, the cashier, because it still needs to be rung so that we get our state and federal funding for it.
Okay. Now, are there going to be any changes in the food offered or the entrees?
No, everything should stay the same. The program basically will stay the same. The only difference would be that moving forward, all the lunches would be free. So that would be the basis for the school meal, breakfast or lunch. And then anything a la carte or anything that would be like a second slice of pizza, the student would need to purchase.
Okay. Now, why did you guys decide to make this change? Why did you think it was the right move?
Well, we think it's the right move because right now there is a large deficit from students that actually cannot afford to pay for the reduced or the paid meal. And under this program, the federal and the state government would be reimbursing us for all of the meals. And it's really a very basic foundation for learning. And we feel that this is an opportunity that we have because we do qualify as a district to do this, that this is a great opportunity that we as the food service department can provide this food to every single student, and there's no more stigma, there's no one, it's just a great program where we're going to be able to reach out and feed everyone.
That is true. And I know you just mentioned it, but how is this program going to be funded? Are there any changes now from our breakfast and lunch program now to the new one?
Well, currently, there are students that qualify for free lunches, reduced lunches, and paid lunches. Mm-hmm. So the money that the student would, the families would provide for the reduced or the paid lunches would go away. Okay. So there's less burden for the local taxpayer, the local parents and families. And then what would happen is the funding then comes from the state and the federal government.
All right. I know it's confusing to some people, so thank you for clearing that up. Now, are there going to be any changes at the school level with employment and production of food?
Yes, we actually started that about a year ago. We met with each of the principals and we discussed, what kind of staffing they would need, if they would need to add extra lunches, because this has potential to really increase our breakfast and lunch meals. So at the high school, there would be two new employees. Great. And we're going to have to reevaluate each month as we go along to see if we need any more staffing. But the program, because of the reimbursement from the federal and the state government, and us being able to collect that, we would be able we would probably have more money to feed it back into the program, which is really a fantastic opportunity.
It is. Mm-hmm. Now, you guys have been preparing for this for a while now?
We have. I believe it was, in 2014, basically this program was open to every district in the United States that qualified. And since then, we've brought it to the school board a couple times, and it just didn't seem to be the right time to do it. And this year did. So that's why they voted to unanimously to have the CEP program, and that's what we're going to do.
All right. Are there other districts in the area using this program?
Pottstown is using it, and Lancaster. We did go visit Pottstown to find out what some of the positive things were. They really had great things to say about the program and the opportunity for the students to all eat.
The program seemed to be running well.
Yes, it did.
Okay. Yeah, I know this, you might not know, but did they talk about any changes, in the school attitude they saw, when they changed over to this program? Did they see an improvement?
They were happy, as we would be, to be able to service all of the students and make it a really thriving, program. We want to feed students. That's what we're here for, and we want to make it a great experience for them.
All right. And why is this a positive change for the district and for the community as a whole?
Well, as I said before, there would be no local monies collected, so all of the students would have the opportunity to have a breakfast and a lunch for free, and it's a very positive move, I believe, because it's the foundation for learning, and everyone wouldn't have to worry about any stigma or worry about if they had money in their pocket or all of the reminder notices that money is due, and so it alleviates a lot of frustration, I think.
It does. There was one more thing I want to ask you about. At the board meeting the other night when this program was approved, there was also a new local property tax increase approved. Do these two have anything to do with each other?
Oh, no, they actually don't. The food service fund is completely separate from the general fund. Our fund works on a break-even basis, so we have to break even. We don't take any money from the general fund, and we actually haven't for years. So they're completely separate.
All right, that's what I thought. Now, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, we're just very excited, actually. It's a great opportunity for all of us. Our staff is excited. We're going to be ready to feed, and if we need to adjust, and that would be my greatest wish, that we had so many people participating that, we would have to add more staff and we would have to prepare a lot more food. So we're ready.
Is your ultimate goal to have every student in the district eating breakfast and lunch?
I would love that. Yeah. That would be great for everybody.
Yeah, it would. All right. Well, thank you for talking today, Mrs. Martin.
You're very welcome.
All right. I'm John Maxey, and I just spoke with Mrs. Martin, the Director of Food Service, about the new breakfast and lunch program that will go into effect beginning of next year. Now back to you, Eagles Eye.